As you may know, 20th Century Fox and Disney made a deal, and including that deal, the Fox-owned Marvel characters can now be used in the MCU. Finally, we've been waiting for the X-Men and Fantastic Four to be used with people like Captain America or Spider-Man or Iron Man for the longest time, and now it's finally here. Now, as you know, the X-Men franchise is on the rise. New Mutants, X-Men Dark Phoenix, and Deadpool 2 all come out next year, so they don't plan on stopping these movies anytime soon. And the MCU has been going on for almost 10 years strong at this point, so they don't really need the X-Men. With Spider-Man, he was already kind of dead at that point. No one really liked the Amazing Spider-Man 2, so that's why they recast him. But I don't really think the X-Men should do that. The X-Men franchise is stronger than it's ever been. Deadpool and Logan have made so much money and they're critically acclaimed. Now we have a comic-accurate X-Men cast in Dark Phoenix. I don't want to see them go away just yet. And plus, we already had a reboot with Days of Future Past. I don't want to see them do it again. So how do you keep the same cast and put them in the MCU at the same time? I have a few options. You could say that they're in two different parts of America, but that would be pretty lazy. You could also have Doctor Strange do some type of magic where he brings them from another universe. That also be pretty lazy, but then again, we're at that point of the MCU where that wouldn't be out of the norm. And besides, even if you did recast them and reboot them, then you have to make mutants a new thing that just happened right now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But at the same time, we know from Apocalypse that mutants have been around for years. We can't just say they've been in hiding. Someone has to know about them. So that's why I say bringing them from another universe is probably the best option to go with. Also, when will this happen? I want to say a post-credit scene in Avengers 4 because they're already filming Avengers 4, so forcing it into that storyline wouldn't be the best idea. I also want to say Phase 4 because from what we know of Phase 4, it's going to be very different from the Marvel Cinematic Universe we know now. And another question is how they're going to incorporate the Fantastic Four into this, because they can't go with the same cast because Michael B. Jordan is already in Black Panther. And absolutely no one even likes Fan Four Stick. Recasting has to be the way to go with this Fantastic Four. They can show an origin story or not, it doesn't really matter because people already know it from all the other Fantastic Four movies, and you can have them as new heroes because they're not like mutants where they've been established for many years. And the last question about how Fox-owned Marvel characters can come into the MCU is, how will they do rated R movies? As you know, Deadpool and Logan were both rated R, but they came to critically and financial success. Gambit and New Mutants are both rumored to be rated R, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were. And the glaring issue with this is that Disney is, well, Disney. When you think about Disney, you think of happiness and sunshine and cartoons and fun, not rated R movies. President of Disney, however, Bob Iger, said he's interested in keeping Deadpool and things like that rated R. But then again, the MCU is a huge franchise. It wouldn't be a rated R Star Wars movie because if you want to watch all Star Wars movie with your kid or something, you wouldn't show them the rated R one. So here's my idea. Maybe you make a different type of MCU. It's connected to the MCU, but it's not really connected where you have to marathon it along with other movies. I call it MCU Max. So take a movie like X-Force for example. It's rated R but it's set in MCU. You don't have to put it in the main MCU slate, but it's set in that universe. So if you want to watch it for your own marathon, maybe you could, but if you're showing it to your kids, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it to understand it. And also you can put rated R characters like Deadpool in PG-13 movies without having to filter them and not give them their own movies that's rated PG-13. It's like the Marvel Max comic books where they had darker themes. It's like the Netflix shows where they have darker themes, but it's still set in the MCU. So what do you think about my plan for the MCU? Disney will 100% not use this at all, but I think this is personally how they should go. What would be your plan to use all these characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Tell us down below. Make sure you subscribe to Comic Fade so you can see more videos just like this one. Follow us on Twitter so you can keep updated with all the comic book movie news. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.